Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
What's
First
up?
and goal with your boy Mike.
And I'm Marcus. What's
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
y'all?
yeah.
How's
Hey,
everybody's work week going?
e-
Hope everybody's doing
hope
good.
everybody's doing good, man.
Yeah.
I had a slow ass day at work, so I was just doing the damn thing. Fuck it. Hey,
My guy interviewed himself.
we did we got the win.
Yeah, hey man. Chiefs.
I thought it was gonna be closer than what it
Me
was, and we
too,
got the
man.
win.
Me too. I was real happy.
You called
Always
you
happy.
called 27,
I did say 27, man. I just needed it to be 21.
right? So 4 points
But hey,
off, right?
whatever.
Three,
You know what I'm
four
saying? I'll
points.
take it. But I mean,
It worked out.
I kind of felt like it was going to be that way. I mean, like a garbage time touchdown,
Right.
but and I was pretty happy with what I seen this week, bro. How about
We
you,
played
man?
well. I mean, so the goods and the bads. I'm gonna start with the goods. Is we gave one running back
That was
17 carries.
that might have been the best thing of
That,
the game. I mean, I
just
was
because that's what I was waiting for.
yeah,
See what can happen, and I think it worked out well. I
yeah.
mean, he had 80 something yards, 88 yards.
Yeah,
or
he had like
something,
80, what he had, 16 carries for 82
82
yards.
yards.
So I mean, that's
I was
right on
hoping he would
target.
have gotten the end zone. That would have made it a complete
Yeah,
day for him. But he'll get better and better if we do that continuously. It don't matter who's in there. If we do that continuously, they're gonna get better.
exactly.
I think.
Yeah, because they get into a rhythm. The offensive line gets used to blocking for one person. As time goes on in the game, he gets more rhythm, he gets more confidence, he's making better cuts, he's seeing the holes, he's feeling good. So, and the performance showed. I mean, I really
Offense look
like it.
good. Defense look good.
Offense looked good, defense looked good.
Bolton and Gay, they look good. Golly.
Dominating again. I
Man,
mean, 5
that
stacks.
linebacker core. I can't believe that we don't get more attention for our linebacker core.
We don't, man. We
I
don't.
mean, it's insane, but it's because we're the Chiefs. They really don't
Nick
give a
Bolton
fuck.
has got to. I don't know where. I know because Willie Gay was gone for 4 games. So Bolton's got to be leading the league in tackles. Top 3,
Yeah,
4, 5.
I think he is leading the league.
Something
in
like
tackles.
that. I mean, I never really looked that up, but I'm sure he is. I mean,
Gotta
he's
be.
in on
He's there all the
he's
time.
in on double-digit tackles pretty much every
Chanel,
week.
rookie, got his first
Burke
sack.
finally got his first
And
sack,
he had
so
a
that
couple
was good.
tackles.
I mean, he's playing more than Harris lately. I don't know if you noticed that.
Karlaftis was in there.
Pressure.
Got a batted ball, I think.
Two
Two batted balls.
batted balls, yeah.
I like seeing that. That lets me know his timing was getting a little
Yep,
better.
exactly, man. I like it. He's coming along real nice. I was getting a little worried about Karlaftis there for a minute, but I like the fact that he's getting pressures. I think I seen a stat earlier
He'll get
today.
better and better.
I think I seen a stat earlier today saying that him and Aiden Hutchinson lead the league for rookies getting the most pressure, like 28 of them. So
Yeah.
that's good to
Well,
see, man.
He's been getting there. He just
Yeah,
ain't
he
getting it.
just ain't got he just don't got a sack yet. He
But-
might got a half sack, or
Right. I
something.
think he does have a half
Yeah,
sack.
but he's got 5 batted balls for the year, so that leads all rookies.
Yeah, I'm good with that
So
for sure.
I like that a lot. I like that dude Kalen Saunders too, man, on defense, man. He seems like a little wrecking ball.
Saunders ball. That's a
Yeah.
big wrecking ball.
Man, that dude is
but
huge.
he's been balling.
Yeah, he's been playing real good, man. I'm really excited to see what he got for the future. He's yeah,
I like it.
he's it, man. I mean,
Chris
he's stopping
Jones
the
balled out.
1.5
Big day for
sack.
Chris
Yeah,
Jones.
I mean he's
Just even the pressures, the sack,
Yeah.
like couple
Mhm.
tackles.
exactly. I mean,
Jones was on
I
it.
think we're at the point of the year now where we start looking at offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, MVP, things like that. So
Right.
you talking about Chris Jones? I think Chris Jones got to be in talk for defensive player of the year right now. Maybe not. He might not be the front runner. He might not be the head honcho right now in that department, but he's got to
Well,
be in the discussion.
Let's
He's
talk
got to be in the
MVP
discussion.
then.
I mean, typically it goes to a quarterback, Mike.
So Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes.
You think it's just between them two?
I think it's usually a quarterback. I
Yeah.
mean, they're trying to throw Tyreek Hill in there, but
yeah. I mean, right now you got to give it to Pat, man. I mean, he's coming through. He leads the league and
he's leading
leads
passing.
the league. And I mean, I
touchdowns.
got the stats right here, bro. I mean,
What is it?
he's first in yards with 2,936. He's first in touchdown passes with 25. He's tied for 23rd in the league with only 7 interceptions. So I mean, 25, 7, that's good.
Right.
QBR 78.6, second. You know,
I think Josh Allen has 2,700 yards, 9 interceptions.
yeah, he's got 27, 33, 20 touchdown passes, 10 interceptions, which that leads the league, and a lot of those, and he's got lots of fumbles too.
Right.
But he does lead the league in interceptions, and he leads the league in red zone interceptions. So
Nice.
that kind of came back to bite him.
So
the past
it
week.
goes back to what I said in the Bills Chiefs game is Josh Allen is Patrick Mahomes' little bitch.
Yeah, as of right now. Yeah,
As
I mean,
of
no, as of forever.
year.
Excuse me, as of forever,
Up
because
to now.
Patrick Mahomes is better than Josh Allen. He comes through in pressure situations
Right.
more. I mean, Josh Allen's game's different than Pat's
Last
game.
episode, I tried to get you to say the Eagles sucked, but you wouldn't.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't.
And then
I don't really like doing that,
the
man.
Eagles took
Well,
a L,
they did get an L
and
to
they
the
got their ass
Commanders.
beat by the Commanders.
By the
The
Commanders.
fucking
I don't.
Commanders.
I don't think nobody's seen that coming.
I seen
didn't.
it coming.
You did.
I seen it
Okay.
coming.
All right. I mean, you
I didn't call it.
obviously have other reasons.
On the
not to
inside, I
like
was just
Philly.
hoping they lost.
Yeah,
That
I
was
got
it.
you. I got
And I'm not trying to be a hater.
you. Nah, he ain't really no hater on Philly.
Eagles are good.
He just messing with one person for real.
I mess with a couple people.
Oh, okay.
I got a few Eagles fans. I got a steady bet with one Eagles fan every year. $50, whoever goes the furthest, Chiefs or the Eagles. So that's
I
been like
think you're
4
gonna
years
win.
now.
I think you're gonna win because I don't see them going very far. I just think like what you said. I just think the Philadelphia Eagles play a soft schedule. I mean,
Right.
every team that they've played is not good.
So who you got? I mean, a lot of people putting Hurts. What's his name?
Yeah, Hurts.
Hurts
I
in
think
the
he's
MVP.
got to be in the conversation. I don't think he's in. I think Josh Allen's probably still second, but Jalen Hurts has got to be right underneath that. And then I hear people talk about Tua, and I've also heard Saquon Barkley's name get thrown around a couple times because
yeah.
I mean he is making a really good
The
thing
MVP
happen.
is almost the best quarterback.
Yeah, I mean
best
it's
team
pretty
usually
much
gets it.
pretty much a quarterback.
When's the
award.
last time that somebody's even won it that wasn't a quarterback?
That's funny, man, because I know the answer to that. I was going to ask you.
What is it?
It's Adrian Peterson in 2012.
Nice.
Yep.
Is that when he had 2,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's a long time ago
Yep.
for somebody besides a quarterback.
exactly. And so typically, like you said, it goes to a quarterback. So right now, Chiefs fan, obviously, man, but I mean, it's got to be Patrick Mahomes, bro.
Right,
It's
I
got to
agree.
be Pat.
Right.
If you ain't got Pat up there,
Let's
then
go.
you're just a hater. You know what I
MV
mean?
Pat, you already know.
So hey, if you're still with us, like, subscribe, comment, and we like to interact with you down in the comment section. So make sure to do that. Subscribe, all that
Like,
stuff, man.
Comment.
It helps us
subscribe.
out. It helps us out with the
Come
view.
on. Hold us down a
So-
little bit.
Yeah, so I got some things here wrote down. I got some winners and some losers and
Let's hear it.
list that in the third. So I got a couple winners. Kadarius Toney. I had to put him in the winner category.
Great game.
I mean,
bro.
he's showing what he can do. I mean, he's got,
Especially with Hardman being out,
Yeah.
stepping up.
came in clutch with the hop touchdown. I didn't know that was only his first touchdown ever.
Right. I didn't know that either.
I didn't
But
know that. So, but he had 4 catches for 57 yards and he had 2 rushes for 33.
he went up and got one of
He
the
went up and
balls.
got it, and that's what I was going to talk about, man. That's why I kind of led with it was because
It's almost Tyreek Hill.
of that. I mean, his explosiveness, man.
Right.
He's probably, I think he might be listed at 6 foot. But I don't think he is 6 foot. Could
He
be.
was flying
don't
on
know.
that one.
He jumps out of the gym though, man, for a smaller guy, and I like
Right.
that. And for Pat to throw it up like that to a new receiver, I feel like that kind of shows what Pat thinks of him as
Right.
well. You know, like,
I mean,
hey,
he-
this guy's got the
he's done-
skills.
Right.
You know, and I mean, he's come through.
Plus, Pat threw the ball all over the place.
Yeah. So hey, imagine whenever Hardman comes back, what are you gonna do with Tony and Hardman
Well,
on the
I
field at the
think-
same time?
I think
know?
in the last 3 games, Pat's got 1,200 yards passing.
Yeah.
What,
1,200 yards passing in the last 3
like
games.
10 TDs?
Yeah, I mean, he's been on it, man. He had 4 touchdowns this past week, you know.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy.
so I got another winner here, and it's Pacheco, 16 for 82. The kid runs hard. He runs with aggression, and I think we got something there with him. I don't know if he can really catch. Didn't really pay attention to it.
I think that's his downfall. I was thinking
Yeah.
about that earlier. Is if he could only catch. It's like whenever we had Kareem, you never would know if we're gonna pass or run because Kareem could run
Exactly.
and catch it.
Exactly. And I feel like that's what we're missing. I mean, if Pacheco can be that guy, sign
Well,
me up.
Clyde can run and catch, but Clyde just don't have no explosiveness. So
Yeah, he's kind of a smaller
he's not
guy.
breaking any runs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's I think that's kind of like why we're in the position we're in with the running backs is Pacheco can't run and catch,
Yeah,
and I think that's the downfall.
Derek McKinnon had a nice game though, man. He had like 6 catches for like 58 yards or something like that. But also, winner, the offensive line. I know we talked about it last week, man. They didn't really do their best, but this week I feel like they did
Offensive
much
line
better.
played well, not very many
0
penalties,
sacks.
not getting beat.
Yeah,
It was
0 sacks.
it was
We did
wonderful.
lose one to injury, but his replacement came in and played pretty well from what I understand, or actually from what I seen.
Which shit may come in and be better.
Yeah,
Shit, why
never
they
know,
get
man.
beat all fucking
All the
year?
time. That's why I was kind of ready
God
for that Lucas guy to come back. Niang, yeah, I'm ready for him to come back now. I don't know.
I mean, let's
How
be
far
something.
where-
Wiley's just getting.
Yeah, but he's got that
Hope
right
not.
elbow injury, man. So it looked like he might be gone for a couple of weeks, man. Or maybe.
Speaking
maybe
of
already.
injuries, Juju,
Yeah, man.
no penalty.
That was a pretty crucial
Defensive-
hit.
Defensiveless receiver. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Yep, and the referee after the game even
Threw the
said that
flag, picked the flag up.
yeah, it was crazy, man. He seized up, man. He had that Tua thing going on. So, I mean, immediately whenever it happened, bro, you text me and was like, he's gone for 2 weeks.
What I think it was stage 2 concussion.
Yeah, stage 2. So he's out this week no matter what.
Right.
And so
And if
next
Tony
week,
has another big week, then they may keep him
let's
out
just get him
another
back
week
to be 100%.
just to get him 100%.
I don't want him coming back if he's not. I don't want to see him take no more hits like that and be hurt,
Right.
man.
So we won the Jags game. We knew we'd win the Jags game.
Yeah.
I hate to say any game's a gimme, but
Yeah.
we both thought we'd win the Jags game. So big game. Chargers, Chiefs.
Hey, division opponent.
Moved
Sunday
to
night.
prime time.
Sunday night game in LA.
At LA.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that's going to be a
keys
tough
of the
game.
game.
That's a tough game.
What is
here's
Mike's
the keys to the game is Mike Williams back? Is Keenan Allen back? If they're not, then that makes it a little easier for us. They still got Herbert. Herbert's been throwing the ball around pretty good.
He's getting better.
Getting new receivers involved. They took a L last week, so they ain't going to go home and lose.
Yeah.
So they're going to be playing tough. The game plan is going to be get after Mahomes.
They're missing their starting left tackle, Slater. Right. He's out for the season.
Right. So I see it being a close game, and I mean, I ain't gonna say it's a gimme because we're gonna have to go there and work.
Not gonna be no gimme this week.
And
man.
I think we need to stay balanced. We need to stay with the running back getting the bulk of the carries.
So let me ask you a question. You said something about the running back. What if it's not Pacheco this week? What if
I don't care who it is, as long
so
as
you want to go from week to week. You don't want it to just be one guy
as long as the one back is getting 15 plus carries.
Okay.
That's all I care about because I think Clyde Hilaire, we already know from Clyde Hilaire can get you 100 yards on 15 carries.
That's right. He can. He has.
So I don't care who it is, and Clyde can catch. He also can get you a receiving touchdown.
I think he's averaging like 4 yards a touch.
So the thing about Clyde is he's not going to break one. That's what I don't like about him.
He don't have breakaway speed.
But he can get you 100 yards, you get him the ball, and he can catch the ball.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, just whoever it is, feed him the rock.
Feed him the rock.
Because San Diego.
And I'm okay with riding with Pacheco.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see what he can do coming off on a week 2.
I would like to see Pacheco play more this week. Just like last week.
Let's see if he's the man.
Yeah, exactly. He has an opportunity right here to have something here with the Chiefs, so he needs to take advantage of it. But my keys of the game would be stop Herbert. I mean, he's got. Allen's not going to play probably. Williams is iffy. His weapons, he just lost another wideout this past game. They lost another defensive player this past game. He ain't got no left tackle.
We got to get after him.
We got to stop Eckler.
We got to get after him.
Eckler's going to have to be a
first game.
Point.
We stopped Eckler.
Yeah.
But who we didn't stop the first game
was Williams.
Herbert.
Because Mike Williams was eating.
Right.
Yeah.
But we don't have the guy that he was eating on no more. Nah. And he only ate the first half. The second half, Mike Williams didn't do anything. We got to put Herbert on the ground. If you don't put Herbert on the ground, he's going to make
he's going to make some plays,
and
man.
He's going to move the ball.
He's got a rocket arm.
And if he's moving the ball, they take a chance of scoring. So.
Well, with the way that the defensive line's been playing lately, I like our chances to get lots of pressure on Herbert.
Right.
I do. I mean, I see it being a tough physical ball game. It's a divisional game. The Chargers.
Whatchamacallit, the guy that hit Kelsey,
Derwin James
is out now. He's not.
Derwin James is out.
Yeah, he got put on IR.
No, not Derwin James, bud.
I'm pretty sure.
Go look at that again. They got Derwin James, Derwin James.
I'm pretty sure he's hurt.
They did lose another defensive player this past game out for the season. This past game, but it was a defensive lineman. But other than that, man, I mean, still divisional game. We got to come ready to play. We can't have no hiccups. Philadelphia showed you what can happen if you take things lightly. So we need to come ready to play. Put Herbert on his back, like you said. Stop Eckler, and I think we'll be okay. So that's my view of it, man.
Maybe he ain't out. I can't find nothing. I thought he went down with an injury.
He might have went down with an injury. I'm not sure, but he did play this last game. He did play yesterday. Yeah, okay, I did see him play. Yeah, so yeah, but back to this. I want to talk about something because I feel like sometimes we're not as tough on the coaches as maybe we should be, man. You know what I'm saying?
So, I'm tough on the coaches all the
time.
But,
I'm really getting tired of this special team situation.
Oh, man,
I'm getting sick of the mistakes, man. I mean,
it's looking terrible.
I know, and I read some things today online that said that onside kick to start the game off was, I mean, who knew that that was going to happen?
Right.
But I don't think like that. And so my way of looking at it is, obviously they seen something on film to point that out, that maybe that could
Well,
happen. You know,
after
it,
they did the onside kick, they said the last time that an onside kick happened on the first kick of the game was the Titans against was the
yeah.
Jags against the against the
Okay.
Chiefs.
So the Chiefs were involved in that one as well,
Right. In like 2012 or some
But
shit.
yeah, I mean, it's just like it. I mean, that mistake. Then
I'm not worried about that. I don't
you-
count that as a mistake.
okay. I
I
mean,
don't count that as a mistake. Who seen that coming?
I mean,
No
I don't
one.
know, but you got to be prepared for it.
How
You know
can-
what
you
I'm
can't
saying?
be
But
prepared for that.
ultimately, it didn't matter because our defense stood up and stopped them. But we
Right.
got forced and fumbling with 12 seconds to go in the second half, or in the second quarter.
Right before half was
Just take a
fucking-
knee and let's go to halftime if that's what you're gonna do. I mean,
Right.
you gave them a chance to
One
get a,
game we're taking a knee at 20 seconds, and
Yeah.
then the next game we're trying to fucking
Yeah, like what are you trying to do, man? Like let's go into halftime 20-7, which we ended up doing because they missed a field goal, so that didn't come back
Right.
to bite us. But it's just things like that. We still seem to have problems
Yeah,
fielding
they missed
kickoffs
field
within the
goals.
5. Tony did some pretty iffy stuff on one of them returns, but I think he can handle that.
right.
I think
Picking
he's
that ball
type of
up like
player.
that.
I
That's,
mean, that was pretty risky, but and then Sky Moore, he had another little fumble up on the special teams with catching the ball in the 5-yard line, didn't even get past the 10. So it's just too many
special
things.
Teams got to get it together.
Bucker's missing PATs. I mean, I know his ankle's hurt and this, that, and the third, but I mean,
come on.
all this falls back
your
on Dave
ankle-
Tobe.
If
is
you
where I'm
can't
getting
kick
at.
field goals, you shouldn't be playing.
Exactly. Hey,
So I don't want to hear about my ankle still hurt.
Yeah,
if
me
you
neither.
can't kick, you shouldn't be
and that's
playing.
my point of saying
Because
It
if
goes-
we're going into games with a kicker we can't rely on, that's trouble.
That's a coaching staff situation. You guys need to do better and stop putting
Make a
Bucker in those
decision.
situations because.
Right.
To me, Dave Tobe is looking kind of silly right now. You know what I mean? He's a vet in the league coaching. He's been up for head coaching jobs. So he's a good coach, but the special teams unit this year is not
But
it's
at the
not
same
showing
time,
it.
you put
Young
the
players-
you put the plan in place, and if the players mess up, then they mess up.
Yeah, well, they need to execute better. Whenever it comes to
Coaches don't
execution,
execute, players execute.
yeah, but the game plan is what I'm saying. It's like the game plan.
Is it really much of a game plan in special teams though?
Yeah, it's a game plan, bro. Make your
I would,
kick.
I would doubt
Watch
it.
for onside
But
kick.
that's the same game plan every.
Don't field punts within the 5-yard line. Don't drop them. I
Right.
mean, that's.
I'm not sure that's a game plan more.
So
than-
who do you blame if they keep putting Sky Moore back there?
Well, they ain't been keep putting Sky Moore back there.
He caught a kickoff this past game.
But if they see, there's a difference between the game plan. You're talking about players messing up. If players are messing up, then I can't put that on
Sky
the
Moore,
coach.
how many?
But I can't put that on the coach. Like
Why is he putting him back in the game?
if Tony comes up here, he gets hit, he fumbles that ball, you put that on the coach.
No, I put that on Tony.
Exactly.
But whenever you
So-
got Sky Moore constantly making mistakes in the kickoff return or the punt game,
I know, but then you
why
take
you
it back
keep
to
putting him
practice.
back?
You take
Why-
it to practice, right? And then if in practice he's doing catching them in practice, not dropping.
I don't know. We're not there.
Right.
But
That's what I'm saying. The coach got to make the decision. You're right, but who does he got? I mean, he's got Tony. I don't know.
let Tony do it then. Why is Sky Moore even back there doing kick
I don't
returns?
want Sky Moore back there.
I mean, he's
and I must
catching
have
the
missed
ball.
that because I got up to cook me some
No.
food. So I
Yeah,
missed the.
You must have missed it, man, because he
I
caught a
missed
ball
Sky
within
Moore.
it wasn't a punt return, it was a kickoff. He caught it within the 5-yard and then tried to he didn't even get past the 10
so
yards.
Sky Moore was doing kickoff returns.
Yeah, kickoff returns. Kickoff returns. Kickoff
didn't-
returns.
I didn't-
And then and then whenever we kicked it to them, the guy seemed to always get back to the 40. He always got to the 35, always got to the 40. Jacksonville stayed with great field position the
Right,
whole
but,
game.
but I still don't blame that on the coach. He can't
Okay.
fit all the players.
If your unit's constantly messing up and making
Yeah,
mistakes and not playing,
I'm sure
then-
he's
then you
yelling
gotta
at him.
look- then
I'm
you
sure
gotta
he's
look at
yelling
the
him and
coach. You
telling
can't-
him what to do.
you can't see you trying to give him a pass right now, bro. No.
Here's-
If your unit is constantly making mistakes week in, week out, you need to do something different, coach. You
Like,
need to do something
I know,
different.
but special teams players is limited to special teams players.
Why
right.
is that? Hardman plays
Because-
offense.
because-
Tony plays offense. Moore plays offense.
But you're not going to put your best players on special teams.
what?
You're not going to see
Tight
Tony,
ends play
Travis Kelsey out
I
there
mean, he's
making
a
tackles.
superstar. You're not going to see
Exactly.
him. But
So the special teams players are the special teams players.
they need to do better. The
They
unit
do
as a whole,
they do need to do better. But
unit
I feel
as
like
a
they hold them accountable. But during the game,
No.
when a player makes mistakes, that's on the player.
yeah, it's on the player for making the mistake, but it's on the coaching staff for not correcting the unit as a whole.
So when you come off the
can't.
field, the coach will say, "Hey, you need to do this, right?
Yeah.
You need to not fumble. You need to do this." And then when you put him back in there, and if he does the same thing,
Well, then you shouldn't have never
that's
put him
on the
back in there.
player.
That's the thing. You can't keep having one player make mistake after mistake
I
and
agree
put him
with
back
that.
in the game.
I agree with
That's
that.
a coaching issue. That's not a. I mean, the special teams
I
has
agree
been a
with that.
debacle all year. All year. No?
agree with that.
Yes or no? Every
Yeah,
game, do we have
absolutely.
mistakes? Every
4 games in a row at least.
I mean, we can't keep having that. Eventually, it's going to come back to bite it. It's all good till it ain't.
Right.
And so that's just what I say. Dave Tobe, you need to do better. Can he? Will he? I do believe he will. But come on, let's get a return for a touchdown. Let's get at least a
Yeah,
return.
but that's not on
something.
him though.
You got to have blocking schemes. Like
I'm
in special teams, it's not just
And
run
I'm
to the
sure-
left,
and I'm
run to the
sure-
right.
And I'm sure they do.
Let's get better on special teams. Let's just
To me, special teams not like offense.
to
You're not putting
what?
in special teams plays
these are
to where, okay, hey, we're gonna run this kickoff. How many times do kickoff run backs happen?
not that much no more.
Unless
they
you got-
change the rules.
Unless you have a player who makes it happen, like Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. I mean,
There's only
that is-
certain few. So when you say
certain few.
come up with a play to run
Okay.
a touchdown, that doesn't
okay,
make
well,
sense.
maybe I shouldn't have said a touchdown, but let's get some return yards. I mean, we're not even getting back to the 20.
You're
Just
right.
steal the ball in the end zone, dude.
But again, that has nothing to do with the coach. That has to do with
Okay,
the players out
so-
there playing.
so
You
if
can't sit the whole blocking
so
special teams.
so
block, and you
if a
can't
player
sit 'em.
constantly catches a ball in the end zone and doesn't even get past the 15, when is that? When is it? When is the coach
catch the
held?
ball in the end zone, nail it. Get back
That's
to
what the
20.
coach should be telling him, right? Like,
So
hey,
who's
stop
to-
doing it.
But who's to say he ain't?
I don't think he is because he keeps making.
I don't know.
'cause
He's
they keep
always
making
upset.
these same mistakes.
He's always upset.
Well, then his message ain't reaching the players,
He's upset on the side.
and his message must not be reaching the players.
Or Sky Moore's just not a punt returner. Like
Maybe
I
he's
said.
not a. He never
he's
did.
not
it.
he's not a
He's not a kick
He's not
returner
a
nor a
kick
punt
returner.
returner. Just
Right.
leave him off special teams. Let him focus on being a wide receiver. He's
Right.
second round pick. Let him focus on being a wide receiver, and let's just move on. But the whole point of me saying
that.
the whole point of me talking about the special teams is because they make mistakes every single week.
It's getting bad.
I get it. You're going to miss a kick. Every team does more than what we want to say. I don't watch every game every weekend, but
A lot of kickers are missing.
They are. But we just need to do better.
Kickers used to never miss. It's insane.
Well,
to
they
see.
moved that. They moved
To
it
see
back.
how many kickers miss now, it's
Yeah.
insane.
It's crazy, man. I mean,
the
Jags
almost like
missed.
an extra point every game that I watch. Somebody misses an extra point or a field goal.
the Jags kicker missed 2 kicks against us.
Right.
I mean, we did have some stuff going in our favor.
Right.
But just Dave told
Special teams
do
gotta
better.
do better.
Special teams got
Definitely
to do
agree.
better. Players, coaches, everybody,
Right.
everyone. So that's what I want to say.
I just don't feel
so-
like he has very many options at return. Hardman was out this week.
Harbin's out, but he has Tony. Tony's a returner. Just let him return right now. Just let him do it right now.
And he did, and he didn't do anything either.
Isaiah Pacheco, he's a returner.
He's kick returner.
Yeah,
He's
so,
not
hey,
punt return.
Well, let's get him out there on kick return instead of Sky Moore.
Yeah, I mean, Sky Moore, if he was on kick return, that was his first kick return all year. He hasn't did kick returns.
But he's not gonna go back.
Let's hope
yeah.
not.
Well, hope he probably will. I don't know.
I don't know. Final
Don't matter.
score, Chargers, Chiefs, primetime, Sunday night.
I think it's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be tougher than what people think. I know the Chargers are dealing with a lot of injuries and blah, 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 Chiefs by 50, but I don't see it. I see it being a close game, maybe not down to the wire, maybe a 31-24 game. I'll say 31-24.
Yeah, I'm
Chiefs.
gonna go 35-31.
35-31, so
Yeah.
you think it's going to be a close game too?
I do.
And you know, people are
I was gonna say 31-28, but since you went 31, I'll go 35.
That's a very solid score.
Right.
But I mean, people keep talking about the Chargers this, the Chargers that. I mean, all year long, the Chargers are doing what the Chargers do.
I mean, Chargers are 5-4.
No,
I mean,
this is
they ain't
big-
great,
this is-
but they're tough.
This is a big game for the Chiefs, and the reason why I say it is because we have a chance to go 3 games up on everybody in our division, plus the tiebreaker.
Right.
So that's really 4 games. So if the
Right.
Chiefs win this game, pretty much you can book a playoff appearance.
Right.
Pretty much. I don't want to be the guy to be saying like 100%, but Chiefs beat the Chargers.
We gotta stay on our shit.
We have to stay.
We got
We have
Miami,
to stay on their.
Miami
gotta
right
keep our
behind
foot
us.
down.
You know, Tyreek Hill and Tua, they're
exactly,
on us. They ain't
exactly.
trying to make
the
no
Bills are
mistakes.
right there. The Jets are right there.
Bills are third in their division
Yeah.
now. So if Jets
And
and Dolphins keep playing well, Bills might not even make the fucking
Exactly.
playoffs.
And you know what? And that's the good thing about it is that they all still got to play each other. So
Right.
someone's gonna rise up, and someone's not. So and me personally, I don't think the Jets are going to be that team because they don't have a quarterback. But
Right.
I can
They got
see
fucking
I can see the
defense.
Bills still winning that, but
The Jets are
Miami being
what?
a wild card.
Jets 5-3.
Jets are like 6-3,
6-3.
and they're in first place right now.
Well, they're tied for first
Yeah, I
with
think.
Miami.
Yeah, I think. No,
Miami's
I think
had the
Miami's
top
in
spot,
first. Yeah, I
right?
think Miami's in first actually. So I mean, it's still and then we ain't even talked about Baltimore yet. I mean, they're coming along.
Baltimore's overrated. I'll
That
never
you don't.
say Baltimore's good.
This dude
I've
don't
been
like
calling them
Baltimore.
overrated. Lamar Jackson's
Yeah,
overrated.
he's not a quarterback. He's a running back.
He's a good He's a quarterback, but he's overrated. People say like I just don't see the greatness that everybody else sees. I just put it that way. But
he's good. I like him. I like Baltimore.
Mm.
They're okay. They play tough.
Tweak his
defense.
ankle, tweak his knee. His career's over.
Exactly, and it's probably more than likely going to happen. I mean, but we talk about Lamar Jackson, and then we talk about Orlando Brown Jr. And the reason why I say that is because Lamar bet on himself. And you think he's going to get paid?
Absolutely.
I think Baltimore's going to pay him.
I don't know if Baltimore is going to be the ones that do it, but somebody's going to do it.
Somebody's going to pay him.
Seattle.
OBJ.
Seattle.
Orlando Brown Jr. He bet on himself. I don't see that. I don't see that as a good bet.
He's not getting that.
So.
All right. Well, if you stuck with us this long, hey, we appreciate it.
Right on.
Like, comment.